For the downloadparlor.com, I'm Scott Less. Going to the Rock Line. Get a chance to speak with a tremendous musician today, Vince DiFiore of the band Cake. Tremendous trumpet and keyboard player. How you doing today, Vince?
Hi, Scott. I'm doing well, thanks.
I appreciate you taking some time today. I know you guys are extremely busy. We're looking forward to another Bay Area performance from Cake. October 30th, you guys are going to be playing the Fox Theater. How's the current road trip been going?
It's been going well. We've been doing a lot more shows than we usually do because of Showroom of Compassion came out. But, we're not going totally crazy. We're not being in a van for 8 weeks straight, something like that, trying to traverse the entire continent in, one short period of time. It's been good. It's playing for people who are excited to be there. It's a one-of-a-kind experience.
And congratulations, by the way, on the latest work, Showroom of Compassion. Not only a big fan favorite, but seems to be critically acclaimed around the entire music industry. A great, great effort, man.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, it was nice. When it was released, we felt good about it, and the response was positive. We couldn't ask for more.
And you know what I think is somewhat interesting is it seemed to have came out of nowhere. There was of course some hype around a new CD release from the band Cake. Where are they going to go? What's the next step? And bam, you drop this thing, and it's like, holy cow, this is a tremendous record at this state of the band's career. What did you guys do differently, if anything, in putting together and writing and recording this album?
That's funny. We were kind of laying low, We didn't do much different except that we had passed the learning curve. We started our own studio for the last album, Pressure Chief, and then a lot of things happened. We got off of our major deal with Columbia, so we were on our own. We put together another album of unreleased material. And basically, we just learned how to use the studio better. And then when it came time for this album, we put our heads together like we always do on arrangement, and voila, it came out. And so it really was just a matter of experience, I think, greater history of the same guys working together.
On the Rock Line today with Vince DiFiore of the band Cake. Looking forward to their performance at the Fox Theater on October 30th. And one of the other very interesting things that I read about with Showroom of Compassion and more specifically the recording element of it is that you guys used solar power to record this album. How did that work, especially at nighttime, Vince?
Well, we kept the hours to the day. We went from about 10, usually about 11 to 7 during the day. It worked out well. We put out about 13 panels on the roof. It's beautiful cobalt blue color. They're in the backyard. It's very appealing to the eye, and it really gave us enough energy for everything that we needed, for all the recording and rehearsing that we did. And it felt better, too. You felt less claustrophobic in the building. There was something off of being off the teat of the city's energy grid and being more self-reliant.
Well, I love it that Cake has taken that first step into going green and especially writing and recording a tremendous new record like Showroom of Compassion. So well done. Another big thing that I really am, I don't want to say astonished, but I'm really appreciative of the band Cake and your guys' step forward into really ensuring upcoming musicians that they can learn about music in public schools with the public education that you guys are fighting towards with the federal funding march. Can you describe a little bit of how that came about, Vince?
We had finished the album, and it sounded to all of us like federal funding would be great if a marching band did it. So I volunteered to get in there and rearrange it, take out all the electric instruments, and put in saxophones and tubas, drum, more like kettle drum type drums. Just basically make it sound like a band out on a field. The United States Marching Band Association got together with us and decided they'd work on us with a project of giving out the charts for free to any high school or university music program that wanted them. Hopefully people are working on the composition and we'll make a recording of it. Public school music is awesome. Anywhere where it's offered, it's something that's it's good cognitively and emotionally and culturally, and hopefully it will never disappear.
And I appreciate what you guys are doing to at least ensure that for the next couple of years, another generation or so of upcoming musicians will have an opportunity to learn about what it's like to play music in a band and at school and not just, on a computer program.
Yeah. Bridge the gap between Guitar Hero and playing a real instrument.
On the Rock Line today with Vince DiFiore of the band Cake. Looking forward to their performance October 30th at the Fox Theater in Oakland. And because of the success of Showroom of Compassion, you guys have had a chance to perform on just about every late-night TV show. Have you any cool insights of what happens in the green room backstage at some of those shows?
Yeah, of course it's very professional. You know, they keep things very quiet and unexciting. The Jimmy Kimmel Show has tried to do something a little bit different and have this cocktail party right off of the dressing rooms near the stage. But even, things are pretty calm. They like to get their business done. They do it every day.
Right.
It's a big event every day. Somebody's bringing in wild animals or something, or a big movie star is coming in. It's like that. It's just pretty much all business, but probably the biggest thrill was being on The Late Show with Julia Roberts and being near, and Tom Hanks was there at the same time.
Wow.
So it was, if there's any celebrity thrills to be had, I guess we had it at the Late Show that night.
Have you ever been blown away by one of these movie stars or extremely famous people that turns out to be a fan of your band?
I suppose there's a certain amount of music out there, and people's iPods are pretty packed. So, there might be people listening to our music we don't even know of. We noticed that, there was some sort of Macintosh ad that came out, or an iPod ad, and we were on the playlist for it. We hadn't really heard about it, but it made us think that maybe, Steve Jobs had been listening to our music or something like that. Or he was okay with it being on the iPod player in the magazine ad, I guess.
Oh, very cool. He's a big fan of going the distance.
Yeah, definitely.
On the rock line today with Vince DiFiore, trumpet and keyboard player of the band Cake. Looking forward to their performance at the Fox Theater in Oakland on October 30th. Thanks for your time today, Vince. I wish you guys the best of luck on the continuing road.
I'm so sick of you, so sick of me.